Hi, I'm Burnett Sherman. I'm an author, writer, and creative artist who loves to live and express myself outside the box. Thanks for joining me. I'm also using my creative expression to inspire others to embrace their possibility and power. And I am here to share that with you. So, in this video, I will be talking about how to turn your book reading into book sales. And I'll be giving you 5 tips to help you and a little bonus something at the end. So 5 tips to help you turn your book readings into book sales. Because if you are a writer and author, man cannot live by pages alone. We need to eat. We need to be able to at least buy ourselves a cup of coffee so we can stay up and keep writing. I mean, really, it's a lot of work. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, first thing you want to do is to be personable and approachable. That means you want to go in with an attitude of openness, welcoming, and inviting. Because when you finish your book reading, you want people to feel as if they can come to you and approach you and get their book signed, right? So smile. Doesn't have to be the big, cheesy, scary smile. Just smile naturally. Because when you're up there, you're engaging with people and you want them to see you as another person and not some stoic, I am better than thou, holier than thou, or dowdy. I don't know. You just want to be personable and approachable. So smile. Make eye contact when you're doing your readings. Pick out a few people in the audience who you direct your gaze to for just a moment. You know, you want to scan as you're reading and look at different people and make eye contact. Let them know that you see them. And when you're reading, you don't want to simply stare into your book like this. Fold the image. You know, you want to look up, read a few words, glance around, read a few words, glance around. Because if you're looking at it and you can see a few of the words at a time, then you know the next couple at least. You can glance up and make that connection every few words without losing your place. So make sure you have a smile, make eye contact, pleasant. Don't be creepy, staring down the same person throughout the entire thing, because that person will be very uncomfortable and everyone else will notice and they'll be like, oh my goodness, what is that person doing? Okay. 2, share what brought you to this book, to this story. What made you write this? Like, what is the why? What is your reason? And this goes to the deeper truth, not just, oh, I just, on a whim or God told me, because while that may be true, people who write in general have inspiration. They are inspired. They're getting this inspiration from somewhere, whatever you want to call it. The muse, God, source, divine. So everyone has that. But what brought this story that you are reading in front of this audience today to you? What makes it relevant to you? So make that connection, because when people can buy into your story, they will buy your book even if what they hear isn't exactly like amazing. If they connect with that emotion behind what brought you there, they'll want it. Okay. 3, read an interesting snippet, yes, that leaves them wanting more, leaves them asking what next. You basically want to give them a cliffhanger, leave them hanging, but hungry. Yes. So draw them in, make them connect with your main character or a main character so that they feel invested in their story, and then leave them wanting more. It's the tease. It's the tease. So you want them hungry, hanging, and curious. That way, when you leave the stage, they're coming to find you. Or they've taken a snapshot of the book that you hold up at the end and they're going to go find it on Amazon or the local bookstore or wherever it's being sold. Okay? So make sure you leave them hanging and read something interesting. 4, be the mirror they use to react. This means that as you are reading, you are putting the emotion into it. You can read the same passage with excitement or with dullness. And your audience is going to react to what you give them. If you read the passage without any emotion, bland, monotone, guess what they're going to feel? Bland and unenergized. If you pull them in to something that's suspense or really passionate, and you speak a little softer, a little slower, you know the section, and you make eye contact and you give them pregnant pauses that make them draw in, they're going to be leaning forward just like you are. And then you hit them with something. They jump out of their seats just like you. You give them that magic, that energy. You feed them the story. This is your book. You've created the characters, or you've created the situations, or if you're pulling from your real life, you live that. Okay? You need to give them that energy so that they can give it back to you. Because if you leave them feeling high, vibing, right? They can feel sad and needing to resolve this because they're so invested. Whatever you're leaving them, they need to be invested. And emotions connect people. It's emotions that draw people in. Yes. So be the mirror. Their energy will mirror whatever you're putting out. All right. 5, show gratitude. And this is across a life. Anything. Show gratitude in all things. Thank you is the easiest thing to say. But it goes so far because what we're thankful for, we get more of. Okay? That's just the way it is. So be thankful. Say thank you to the people who are there reading. There's often other authors. You can thank the authors who came. You can thank the audience members. You can thank the host. You can thank the venue or whoever's putting on this event. Just, say thank you. If you want to say a general thank you to everyone who's come and everyone who's listened, say thank you. And then in that closing, you want to share a few pieces of key information. One of them is your name again. Share with them your name, your website address. If you are on social media, your main social media handle. Unless you have an abundance of time, I suggest have one place that you are primarily visible. Share that with them. If you are in a venue doing a book fair or an event, share with them where you are in that place so that after you're reading and you leave the podium or the mic, they can find you. Say, I'm on the second floor in 202A, or I'm around the corner near the concession stand, or wherever you are. Let them know where they can find you so that they can come find you and get your autograph, right? Because that means they're buying your book. You want to turn this book reading into a book sale. There's no shame in that. We all need to eat. People put in hours and hours and hours writing their books. And there's no shame in being able to exchange that time and effort. That's all it is. It's an exchange of energy. Money is just energy, and it's an exchange of energy for the time and effort you put in. Because they're going to get something out of it. And that's just an exchange. All right. So I want to mention that this month, February, Read Across America, which I support, is featuring the book Midnight Teacher, Lily Ann Granderson and Her Secret School. So you can visit readacrossamerica.org or visit my website, BurnettSherman.com, for more information. And to find the book, on my website, I've got the links for the Read Across America book link and Amazon in case you're on there. I've also got links to find your local bookstore in case you want to see if it's there. Okay, so I hope you go on creating, writing, if you're a speaker, speaking, and sharing your wonderful works with the world. That is it for now. I will see you next time. Thanks.